Hello, welcome to a new video. This time not a vinyl finds video or a CD finds video. This is my best finds of 2023 video. I picked up a lot of vinyl this year compared to the last couple of years. I think 2021, I just picked up 60 pieces of vinyl. This year, over 180. Closer to 190, but over 180. That's a lot. It's not as much as I picked up in 2019. That was over 200 pieces of vinyl. That includes 7 inches, 12 inches LPs. So obviously there's bound to be some interesting stuff in there, right? Now this is not in order of my favorite to my least favorite or the other way around. This is just picked the first record up in January and the last record up in December. So this is more chronologically. Let's get started. First up, this is Moog, the Electric Eclectics of Dick Hyman. Now this is a awesome album. This is on ABC Command, and it's a Moog album. And a good one. It has some really experimental stuff on here, but also some, pretty obvious stuff. One of my favorite songs on here is The Minotaur, which is just killer. So yeah, I found this in, I think, the second week of January, so it was already off to a good start. Then an album that I picked up because that I chose for this list is because it's got a lot of sentiment to me. This is something I really enjoyed back in the late 80s, I guess. It's not from the late 80s, it's a little earlier. It is the late 80s, sorry, 1988. But I was big into electronic music and electro as well. And this fits in there. Mantronics, full effect. This is good electro. I still need Mantronics' first album, but yeah, this is on Capitol EMI. Solid electro / hip hop / dance album. This was another awesome find. I don't think I had this on any other format. So when I saw this and the price it was going for, I was like, oh crap. It's gotta be good. It has to be good. It needs to be good, and it was. This is Lou Reed's New York, which I picked up also in early part of 2023. It's got the official inner sleeve, plus a little, is it a booklet? It's a booklet having the lyrics in multiple languages. But yeah, New York. He's back in form on this one. I really love his early couple of albums. This is a good one as well. Dirty Boulevard, obviously. Romeo and Juliet, Sick of You. This was an awesome find, and this was for $1. So now, not all of the records that I chose that I found at thrift stores were cheap. This one wasn't, but it's good. It fits in with the whole electro thing. This is originally on Tommy Boy. This is the self-titled album by Planet Patrol. It's electro, but more of an soul R&B electro. The Dutch edition is on 21 Records. This is a solid electro soul album, not hip hop soul. So I think halfway through the year, I came across a haul, like a lot of records, and a lot of them were African music and hip hop. Well, first of all, African music, you don't find that too often at thrift stores, at least not where I live. And hip hop, same thing. You don't find it that often. From that whole batch, I picked up, I chose for this list for my 10 favorite pieces of vinyl, I chose one African record and two hip hop albums. This is Malombo. It's Philip Tabene and Malombo, and this is good stuff. Don't think it's Afro funk, Afro beat. This is more traditional Afro music. And I have to see where is Malombo coming from. It says here it's originally released in South Africa, so I don't know if he is from South Africa, but it's on Kijami Records, or Kijima Records, sorry. UK pressing, 1988. It came out originally in 1984. Good, solid African music, heavy on the guitar, not fuzz guitar, just bluesy guitar, but it's really, really good. And it's got awesome rhythms. Good album, really, really good album. Now, in that same haul where I picked up that African record and a lot more, I picked up a couple of hip hop albums. This was one of them. This is still in a shrink. This is nice and smooth with their debut album, self-titled. It has Funky For You, Dope on a Rope. It's killer stuff. Just good early hip hop. This is, I believe, from '88. It's got the original Tommy Boy? No, Fresh Records insert or inner sleeve. This is originally '89. Is when this came out. So it's still in its infancy. But yeah, good stuff. Really, really good stuff. More of a gangster hip hop thing. I found that with Schoolie D's album, Smoke Some Kill. It is gangster rap. 1988 on Jive Records. Apparently he thinks this is his least favorite. Before this he was a lot more harder. This is more of a commercial gangster rap sound. But yeah, I mean, hip hop at the Thrift. Then I have three more. This was a really cool find. I had the 7-inch of this band, which I believe is It's Up to You. I don't know precisely, but High Gloss. This is their self-titled. I had a 7-inch of their work that I really, really enjoyed. This was a little pricier, $3.75, but I had to have it. It's on Ram's Horn Records, which I love. It's that early 80s, 1981 to be precise, early 80s, boogie, funk, disco. Originally came out on Prelude Records. So I had to pick that up. Now, probably the find of the year for me. Now, a lot of people who haven't watched the particular video where I showed this are going to go, serious? Yeah, I'm serious. I've been looking for this record for years. Like literally, since I started going to thrift stores, I was hoping to find it. But it's like searching a needle in a haystack, because that guy that I'm going to show you the record of has made over 200 records. And they're all at the thrift store. But this one was not in there. It's very hard to find. It's not an expensive record, mind you. A couple of years back, it got reissued for Record Store Day in Germany. So it is a record that a lot of people would like to have, but it's not expensive. You just don't see it that often. And it is Voodoo Party by James Last. Now, this record, if you like Santana, early Santana, you might like this. It's got that like African, South American groove. It's a lot of fun. It's entertaining. He's bare feet. Um, this is one of his two records that I have that is a must-have. If you see it, pick it up. It is actually really, really good. It's on Polydor. And apparently this is it's a misprint on the back of the sleeve because it mentions there's a little mistake in the text. I don't know. It's somewhere in the text. It's about Haiti, where it's talking about voodoo and stuff, and it's kind of like it mentions something wrong. I don't know. Anyway, Voodoo Party by James Last. This was a great find. And the last record I'm going to show you, this one was more expensive as well, but I had to have it. And it is an amazing album. It's a live album, which I didn't know, but I do now. And that's Bob Marley's Babylon by Bus. It's a 2 LP set, a live album. It's a great gig. I'm not a fan of live albums, but this is a great one. Yeah, it's got the original inner sleeves, 2 of them, and it's the die cut. So, what more do you want? Anyway, those are the records that I picked up this year that I consider my favorites, my best finds. Excuse me. I'll do this again next year. I didn't do it the last couple of years. Why? I don't know. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll be doing the, what is it? Final tag. Yeah, that's it. I'll be doing that after this video. But I need to sort everything out. I need to write down the questions. So I'm not going to shoot it after this video. I'll probably end up shooting it in a couple of days, maybe next week. Anyway, see you next time. Leave some comments and take care. Bye-bye.